My name is Damali Ssali and I welcome you to this episode of the Ideation Corner. The Ideation Corner is a space where ideas are discussed and dissected. And today I host Isaac Mugambe, who is the founder of Youth United for Today Metalworks, and he's going to tell us all about it. Isaac, you're very welcome.
Thank you. My name is Isaac Mugambe, and I'm the founder for YUfT Metalworks. YUfT is Youth United for Today Uganda. We established in 2016 as a platform that could support our fellow young people who are ex-convicts and those that are at risk.
Okay.
We started with probably inspirational messages, engaging schools, preaching the word of hope to certain young people, most especially those in schools. In 2017, we got an idea of empowering the same people through giving a skill.
Okay.
And we are happy that we started the project, and we are funded by Oxfam. Oxfam gave us a grant that supported us with the equipment of starting our skills program.
Okay.
Our skills program specifically targeted ex-convicts and young people at risk. We are located in Kawempe, and basically our first beneficiaries actually started within Kawempe. We got these people through recommendations from police, sometimes recommendations from parents, from LC1 chairpersons, recommending such categories of young people for support. Okay. When we started our program, it started as small as it was, but due to the impact it had on the community we are serving, we started growing, and we established a business, part of it specifically to support in the way of getting finances of how we can support the program.
Did you grow up in Kawempe yourself?
Yes, I grew up actually in Kawempe, and my family was in Kawempe for almost 30 years.
Okay.
While we started the ex-convict program, I remember that for all the colleagues I had in the same age group, actually we are almost 3 people who managed to enroll to university, and even 3 of us still managed to complete studies. Many of others failed to complete because of the then criminal gangs that were growing in Kawempe. So when they enrolled, actually they resorted to hiding places, staying in hiding places. They abandoned their families, engaged in criminal activities, and many of them were imprisoned.
Okay, so paint a picture for me.
Yes.
You're growing up in Kawempe, and you're saying that a lot of you either couldn't go to school or you couldn't finish school.
Yes, please.
And because of that, the only alternative was to join the criminal gangs.
You know, by that time, any youth who was idle, it was very easy for him to join criminal gangs. So many of them actually, because of being idle, they joined criminal gangs and ended up actually disturbing a lot in the society. Yeah.
Okay. And your 3 other colleagues, you finished university?
Yes.
But you chose not to leave, because you could have left Kawempe.
True.
Why is that?
You see, we had a society with an attachment of a group. Since we grew up together, it was so much probably embarrassing to see a colleague engaging in criminal acts. You see someone having a criminal gang, creating chaos in the society, and we saw it that probably we had to do something. We had to do something, and even the society believed in us. So because of that belief, we realized we are the exact people to do that thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's what drove you to set up this?
Yes.
Okay.
That was actually our inspiration.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell me more about what you do. So if it's an ex-convict, ex-prisoner.
Yes.
Yeah. Ex-convict. Ex-prisoner who wants to enroll into your program? What do they need to do?
For ex-prisoners, normally we recruit them out of recommendations.
From who?
From police.
The police in Kawempe?
Yes.
Okay.
Any police.
Okay.
Yes. And parents, sometimes concerned citizens. In other cases, normally we get recommendations from LC1s. Yeah. So for that recommendation, normally when we get a recommendation for support of an ex-convict, we reach out to the family, we reach out to the exact person to see whether the person is really interested in being transformed into a new creature. So if we see that someone is interested, then we encourage him to come and be on board.
Okay.
For it has no restrictions in terms of the level of education. Anyone who is interested, anyone who is an ex-convict, we recruit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and okay, if they are recommended, say from the Kawempe police, you engage the family, you engage them,
Yes.
and you see that they are willing. Talk me through the process that they go through, and what are you training them on?
Normally our ex-convict program takes a full year.
Oh, a whole year?
A full year.
Okay.
We use what we call the power of influence, the power of good influence. When you look at research, why young people are engaging in criminal gangs, the major factor is peer influence.
So they are friends?
They are friends,
them.
yes.
Okay.
So our theory is, if you have a bad friend who is influencing you to go into gangs, come to our society. For us, we have good friends, and we are good friends. We use the power of being a good friend for us to transform you into probably being a good citizen.
Okay.
So that's our theory. It's our influence for you to do good, not to do bad. So when we recruit, normally our intention is transforming that individual into having a good mindset of not doing gangs, but doing things that are beneficial to himself or herself, the family, and even the society. So normally for that full year, we engage in transformational meetings. Okay. We sit in meetings every Friday or Saturday. Then someone tells us a story, why probably joined the gang. When we get such information, even us, the initiators, we know how to handle someone. Because everyone has reasons as to why he joined the gang. Yeah. So when we get such issues from the exact beneficiary, we design probably an activity chart for us to check whether that individual, by the end of the year, will this activity chart enable us to transform this individual. Besides the mindset change, we engage them in skilling, in the metalworks and fabrication. Why?
And that's for regular people?
Yes.
This is welding?
Yes, for welding.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's call it that. Because it's metalworks, it's so complicated.
Yes. So when we engage them in welding, we do what we call on-job training. If someone understands probably a certain part of welding, then in case of any contract that comes in, that person will be engaged. As he's training, he will be getting money. So for the whole year, what we do is transformational messages, encouragement, and using good peer pressure into doing good, plus giving a skill, such that at the end of the year, someone will be having something he or she can use to earn money. Yeah.
Okay. So if I'm recommended, then I come to you. I agree that I'm going to be with you for a whole year. Do you pay me during this time? How do I eat? I'm trying to see, how do you ensure that if I'm an ex-criminal who was in a gang and now I want to change, but the reason I joined the gang is that I needed money, and now I'm going to be with you for a whole year without money?
Normally what we do, we do on-job training that is actually paid for.
Oh, okay, that's good.
In the first place, when we recruit such an individual, someone doesn't know anything in the welding part of it.
So it can't be paid.
So during the course of training, we normally skill you into the different parts of welding, probably cutting the metals. So if someone gets that skill of cutting the metals, then we've seen where you can support the team.
Okay.
So what we do, we normally recruit for any contractor that comes.
That comes to your company?
Yes.
You will use these people that you train?
Yes, and we give them actually money.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that way you're taking care of also the income side of things?
Yes.
But when they come to start your training, it's free? Criminals?
Normally, since it has an attachment of the safety gears, we've been recruiting them basing on the need of our supporters or funders.
Okay.
We've been having different organizations that have been funding the project, and we recruit basing on their needs.
So what's the cost of that safety gear?
450.
450,000.
450,000.
That's expensive. What does it entail? What is that safety gear?
We normally give what we call the safety boots, the safety overall, the safety headgear, the face protectors, for the face,
yes.
the eye protectors, the gloves, yes.
So that's a cost to you.
Yes.
If you get someone new, it's a cost to you.
It's a cost to us. Our beneficiaries have not been feeling the burden of it because it is covered.
Okay.
So someone comes, when we recruit, it's already covered.
For you, you avail them with these things,
everything.
But the cost is covered to someone else. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
And then the training seems very long, a whole year.
Yes.
Does it require that much time to train someone in welding?
When it comes to a part of welding, it's a lot of time. But these are two things in one. You're having an individual whom you're rehabilitating.
Oh, okay, yeah. You have that component of changing their mind. Okay.
Because you need time for you to set someone out of the program when you're sure that, to be sincere, there is an impact.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're doing the two. You're both giving them a skill that they can earn from, but then also you're changing their mind so that by the time they leave, they're not going back to the criminal gang.
Yes, true.
They actually just want to do the work.
Yeah.
Then at the end of the program, do you give them any certificate to help them get the next job? Because now they're done with you.
Yes. For us, for the part of ex-convicts, we normally give them completion certificates. One, completion certificates of being rehabilitated. Two, of being certified to be a welder. It's not a national certificate, but we believe in the power of our enterprise. Because if someone presents it that I trained with YUfT Metals, it gains a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if they went to, say, a building site and they gave you a certificate from YUfT, people who know YUfT will know that these are actually well-trained people.
Completely.
Okay, that's interesting. Have you had any women who are ex-criminals? Are there women who are ex-criminals?
Yes, please. Actually, I must say our first beneficiary was a woman.
Really?
Our first.
I wouldn't think of it.
Our very first beneficiary was a woman.
And she trained in the welding?
Yes. She completed the course.
Yeah.
And she's now doing good, I must say.
She's working in the welding?
She's working with us.
You retain her?
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah.
How many women have you had in this?
So far we've had 4.
Okay.
Yes.
That's big. That's big. Because as a woman, you wouldn't think that there are other women in the welding space because you mostly see men.
Yeah, true.
So it's good that you actually have women doing that. So in total, since 2016 you've been working?
Yeah, 2017, that's when we started the skilling.
So far, how many ex-criminals have gone through our
program?
Yes.
We have a number of 75. Actually, currently we are having 10.
On the program?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you say you have to limit the numbers because there's a cost attached to it.
Yeah, we normally limit the numbers because of the cost. We don't want to recruit many that we can.
Then you can't actually train.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what if I'm not an ex-criminal and I want to be trained? I mean, should I commit a crime first before
No,
I
not
am eligible to train with YUfT.
that's a normal program. Our normal program is not restricted to age. It's not restricted to gender. Somehow it's restricted to your level of education. We are having a partner called YEI who certifies
What is
our
info?
YEI is Youth Empowerment and Education Institute.
Okay.
It's in Natete. We normally use it to certify
Okay.
our trainees who have been recruited on a normal process.
Okay.
The normal process, normally we have two options. Someone is recruited as a DIT trainee. Another one is recruited as a YUfT trainee. DIT takes probably 6 months.
Can you say DIT info?
It's actually Directorate of Industrial Training. That's how we call the certificate.
Okay.
Yeah, it normally takes 6 months, and for it it's specific. If someone is training welding to do doors or windows, the certificate will be specific.
So this one is specialized.
Yes.
That you come, you're going to be trained purely on
Yes.
doors. And your
If you want
certificate
to
will show
do-
that you did doors.
Yeah, if you want to do value additional machines, still it will show that for you trained to do value addition machines.
And it will be from DIT.
Yes. And DIT, someone needs to have a P7 certificate.
Okay.
For YUfT, it takes
YUfT
2
is
years.
Uganda.
Business Technical something. YUfT, it takes 2 years. For it, someone needs to be having a Senior 6 certificate.
Okay. Why does that one take longer than the DIT one?
Actually, for it, it's a real certificate. It's called National Certificate in Metalworks and Fabrication.
Okay.
Yes.
And why, again, you didn't explain to me.
Yeah.
Why does it take that long? Why is the DIT one shorter?
Because besides for DIT, DIT we bring in certain components. Probably we bring in computer, just as an addition to it. But for YUfT, it has actually a specific curriculum that we must
follow a curriculum.
Yes, and that national curriculum takes 2 years.
It's a Uganda curriculum for
Yes.
like welding.
Yeah, true.
And it's a whole course. It's like you're like a vocational institute.
True.
Oh, that's why it takes that long. And then with the YUfT one, it's not specialized. You're not only teaching me doors.
Yes.
You teach me everything.
A full package of welding. We do arc welding, we do gas welding. Every part of welding, you're covered.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if I'm looking for a job, the national certificate by YUfT holds a higher value?
True. You can actually even you can do more studies in welding from any other recognized institution.
Okay.
Because for the YUfT certificate, it's nationally recognized.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how much do I have to pay to get the YUfT training?
For the YUfT training, someone pays 700,000
For the 2 years?
per term.
Okay.
Yeah. And for YUfT,
Yes.
600 for the 6 months.
For DIT?
600,000 for DIT.
600,000
for the entire 6 months.
Okay. I guess the time is shorter.
Yeah.
Are you in any way connected? Because we have the oil and gas industry coming up in Uganda, and most jobs are going to be these kind of jobs, welding. Are you in any way preparing them or connected to the oil and gas sector for people who you channel out?
Yes, when information was moving out concerning the status of our oil, we realized the country will need welders. Actually, for us, what we're doing right now as a company, we are setting up ourselves to see that we are really satisfied to do at least part of it. For individuals, I encouraged our production teams to go back and do more training, such that they are also set to handle such critical projects. Yeah.
Because there's this thing called the National Oil Database.
Yes.
Where a company like YUfT could register, because they're looking for locals,
Yes.
could register depending on whatever minimum requirements they require,
Yeah.
so that any job that comes up
We
to
are
do with welding,
Yes.
you're on that database.
Yes, and for us as a company, that's what we are trying to do.
Okay.
We are making ourselves ready to enroll and have opportunities come our side. Yeah.
Because it's huge. There's going to be a lot of work in your space, actually.
Yeah, true.
You should prepare yourself for it.
Yeah.
So this other program, the DIT YUfT ones, how many women are in? Do you have any women enrolled in that side?
No, for those ones we don't have.
Well, you should. I feel like you need to do more to show. Now, like this lady who is
Yes.
at YUfT.
Yes.
Maybe you need to profile her more, so that our young women get to see another woman. Because you see, a lot of times we don't get engaged in things because we haven't seen women do it.
Yeah.
So if you profile her and then she helps in recruiting other women, because now imagine if you get a contract in oil and gas,
Yes.
it's going to be beneficial, but you only have men, and yet a woman can be trained.
You see, the only problem with probably our system is someone opts for a skill, if at all a parent has no capacity to do the formal education,
the degree thing.
The degree thing. And those people that can probably engage in the skilling still will need some good money for them to enroll.
Yes.
We normally charge, sometimes we are requested to actually revise the charges to see how we can increase the enrollment. But we are creating a difference between our own job training and the usual educational system. I went to the university and I was given a chance to do on-job training. Actually, I think it was for 4 months.
You job trained for 4 months?
That's what we do for the university staff. Either 4 months. If it is 2 months, then you can do 6 months. But problem comes when you move out of the university.
To actual work.
I remember very well, I engaged probably, I did a bachelor's in preparation studies. And I used to call myself a research expert. We did the internship.
Where did you do it?
From Reproductive Health Uganda. I got a chance to do the real research after university. My professor recommended me to an institute that is attached to Makerere University. And I went there. I realized what we went through in school is completely different from the work environment.
The real world.
I'm from school.
Yes.
You engage in real work environment, and you need to still train again.
You need to be trained in the real work environment.
Again, for you to perfect in what you're doing.
Yes.
What we do at YUfT, someone trains for all the time of the program.
From the beginning.
That's why for our products, it's very difficult for someone to move out not knowing actually what to do. Someone has a lot of time to do on the job. It's actually 100% practical.
On job. Okay.
We don't do theory. Even when we do theory, that time it must be theory and a practical
practical application.
Yes.
Okay.
So we focus on having a product that can exactly do what we have trained them to do. Yes.
It's not so as when they leave from day one, when they get a job, they don't need training.
Yeah, someone is not trained again. You're doing work there and then. Yeah.
And yours is 2 years. A university degree is 3 years and way more expensive.
Yeah, true.
Way more expensive. So tell me about, say if I'm listening to you right now and I'm saying, okay, fine, I may be interested in welding. Are there enough jobs on the market? Because we've seen these things where people are trained, you get education, but then you leave, you're looking for a job, and there is no job.
Normally we've been trained to consider jobs on the Ugandan market. If you're considering welding, internationally, welders are paid so much money than even any other sector. If someone researches, you see that. For us, we are not focusing on creating a product that can probably fit in the Ugandan market. As a company, one, we are engaging in creation of partnerships with other established welding companies that are internationally recognized. For us to see how we can do exchange programs with our students, for them to get international exposure. We are looking at probably starting with the internet space, having our students trained virtually, for them to have that international feeling of doing that skill.
Okay.
We are looking at creating a product besides the normal welding that people see on the roads. We want to create a welder who will be globally marketed. Yes.
Because that's the only welding I know. Is guys on the street, there with a mask.
Yes.
Mostly, sometimes they don't even wear a mask.
True.
And then the lights are flying. These light flying. You want more international standards for you.
And welding is too big. Basically, what those people are doing, we call it arc welding. There's gas weld. Actually, it's too big.
It's broad.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad you're doing all that and you're looking for international standards. So with this national certificate from YUfT,
yes,
can I say use that to get a job in Dubai? Can I could?
Yeah.
Would it be recognized on an international level?
Yes, it is, because it's a national certificate.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So, Isaac, we're almost running out of time.
Yes.
Are there any last words that you'd like to tell our viewers? Anything we've missed? Anything you want to highlight or emphasize?
YUfT Metals, we normally depend on contracts, business from different institutions, from different people, for us to sustain whatever program that we're doing. Our workshop is well established with good machinery that can handle any project that comes our way. We have a big team that can handle any project, and we deliver in a very good timely manner. In terms of business, we have a very good payment structure for institutions. Normally, we even supply, and we have a full year payment agreement with an institution. For individuals, we normally consider either payment on delivery or payment even before we start the production. So I call upon institutions, schools, construction companies, individuals that are constructing to come and give us contracts. The contract that you're giving us, that part of the money will be used to support another young people to do the skill. So anyone who is interested, you can reach out to our website, www.yuftmetals.com. We are on Facebook, YUfT Metals, Twitter, YUfT Metals. On email, you can email sales@yuftmetals.com.
Right.
That's YUfT Metals. We are in Kawempe.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. You should check out YUfT Metals. If you want any welding training, if you have a job contract that you can offer them, please check them out. Thank you.